Busy. Are you busy? Do you lead a busy life? It seems we get busier and busier in our lives. I hate being busy. I'd much rather have nothing to do. Being busy makes me stressed, and I end up making mistakes or forgetting something. Who's the busiest person you know? I bet he or she is really stressed. The busy people I know are always looking ahead to their next holiday. And then, in their holiday, they are busy doing other things. I think we busy ourselves with too many things. We need to learn to relax and take things slowly. Even at work we have to look busy, even if we're not. When the boss comes, we tell our friends, "Look busy." That's silly. It would be great if the word busy disappeared from the English language.
Welcome back, everyone. It is such a great pleasure for me to be back again with a new lesson. And today, as you see, we have unit 20 from lesson 30. And so let's kick off, okay? We talk about, today we will talk about regrets, okay? How we ask about regrets and how we can also talk about regrets. What is regret? Regret is feeling sorry for the past actions, okay? Feeling sorry for doing something in the past. Feeling sorry for not doing something in the past. So it's feeling sorry for either doing it or not doing it, okay? I hope the explanation is quite clear, okay? So asking about regrets is how you ask about regrets. Like, what is your greatest regret, okay? And then we talking about regrets, okay? So for example, when I ask you, what is your regret of this year? What is your regret in 2022? You basically say, I wish I had learned English before. I wish I had found a job before. I wish I had traveled abroad before. I wish I had traveled to the UK. So you see, these are your regrets, okay? Or I wish I had listened to my parents. So you can see the title, I wish I had. I wish I had listened to my dad. I wish I had traveled abroad. This is it. So let's move to the vocabulary section. It says, look at the questions below. Okay. Check the appropriate column. Okay. Check the correct column. The first one is, when you were a child, did you goof off in school? It means, were you lazy in school? Goof off means not studying. Okay, goof off. You were just, spending time at school doing nothing. Okay. So, did you goof off in school? Sometimes, yes. You can say, yes, I was goofing around. You can say, I was goofing around sometimes. Get involved in cliques. Basically with the gangsters, the group of people who hurts other people. Okay, this is it. So yes, clique was a group of people. They don't let others to join them. They are very conservative, and sometimes they hurt other people too. Okay, this is clique, a group of conservative students. Try hard to fit in. There's a group of people, they don't like you. They don't want you to join them, but you want to be with them. You try your best. You try and try and try over and over, so they will like you. Have you ever tried to fit in? Have you ever tried to join a group where the group didn't like you? Okay. Have you ever tried? If you can say yes or no. Okay. So, pick on other kids, hurting other kids. Okay, hurting other kids. Were you hurting other kids? If so, you can say yes, otherwise you can say no. Give your parents a hard time. This is not hurting them physically, like kicking them. I'm sorry for saying that, but it's like not listening to them, okay? When they usually give you advice, were you listening to them or you didn't used to listen to them? So this is it. If you didn't used to listen to them, then you were giving them a hard time. So you can say no, I didn't give them hard times. Take school seriously. Did you take school seriously? I mean, did you were you busy with your homeworks? Were you doing your homeworks? Or I personally took school so seriously, honestly. I was always trying my best. I was always doing my homeworks. So yeah, I was always doing my homework. So I was taking school seriously. So were you like me or you were different? Maybe you just took school normal. You didn't take it so seriously. So yeah, you can say no, I didn't take school seriously. Have an active social life. When you were a child, were you really social? Okay. I was personally I was a social guy, so I had a lot of friends. So I can say yes, I had an active social life. Get involved in activities. So were you doing activities like presentations, seminars, participating in other activities, sport activities? Get involved in activities. So when you were a child, did you get involved in activities? You can basically say yes, sometimes I prepared seminars and presentations to my class. Okay, this is it. Let's talk about more examples here. As you can see here, when I was a child, I took school seriously. Okay, or you can say when I was a child, I didn't take school seriously, because when you use did, you have to use the base form of the verb and say take. I didn't take school seriously. When I was a child, I never tried hard to fit in. When I was a child, I tried hard to fit in. When I was a child, I got involved in so many activities. When I was a child, I didn't get involved in so many activities. Remember again, when we use did, we have to use the base form of the verb and say get. I didn't get involved in so many activities. This is it. So let's move to the conversation section and hear out the regrets by Paul and Nina.
20. I wish I had conversation. A. Listen. What does Nina regret? What would she do differently?
Are you taking a math class this semester, Nina?
Yeah, I am. I took math in high school, but I didn't do well because I was always goofing around. I wish I had taken school more seriously.
What else do you wish you had done when you were young?
I wish I hadn't gotten involved in a clique. Those friends were a bad influence on me. If only I had had nicer friends, I might have been a better student.
Well, we all learn from our mistakes.
You're right.
So this is it. Now guys, let's do part B, which is pair work. Okay, pair work. It says practice the conversation, then find the best places to add the sentences below to the conversation and practice it again. So the first sentence is, Paul is saying, are you taking a math class this semester? Nina is saying, he's looking at Nina and he's asking Nina this because he sees or he looks at a book which looks like a math book in the hand of Nina. Okay. Nina is holding a book and the book is like math book. So that's why he's saying, that looks like a math book. Are you taking math this semester? Next. Yeah, I took math in high school, but I didn't do well because I was always goofing around. I wish I had taken school more seriously. So you can basically say, number one, then maybe I wouldn't be having such a hard time now. If I had done well in the past, I wouldn't be having this terrible time now, these terrible moments, okay? Next. I wish I hadn't gotten involved in a clique. Those friends were a bad influence on me. If only I had nicer friends, I might have been a better student. So you can say number 4. It's hard making good friends in high school. The last one is Paul is saying, well, we all learn from our mistakes. Then Nina is saying, you're right. Number 3, I've learned a few things since high school. Okay, this is it. And now let's move to the language booster section and summarize what we have studied so far. Okay, it says, notice the ways we ask about and talk about regrets. So look, the blue column is asking about regrets, and it says, if you could do it over, what would you do differently? Okay, here we have some templates, some answers. Okay, it says, I wish I'd taken school more seriously. Okay, if you could do it over, what would you do differently? I wish I had found a better job. I wish I had found another job, a different job, a better job. If you could do it over, what would you do differently? I wish I had lived in another city. I wish I'd grown up in another country. You see, these are different examples you can practice on. Next, what do you wish you, then what? What do you wish you had done when you were a child? I wish I had bought a smart watch. Okay. Where do you wish you had traveled? I wish I had traveled to the UK. So, who do you wish you had met? You can basically say, I wish I had met Cristiano Ronaldo. I wish I had met Lionel Messi. I wish I had met my childhood teachers once again. Okay, and the next one is, when do you wish you had, let's say, when do you wish you had found this job? Okay, when do you wish you had found this job? I wish I had found this job much earlier. This is it. Or you can see this is these examples here, and the green column here. I should have, if only I had, or if I could do it over, I would. Then what is your wish? Let's look at these examples here. First of all, it says, talk with a partner about one regret that you have from your early teen years and what you would do differently if you could. The first one is, if I could live my teen period again, I would learn as many languages as I can. Next, if I could live my life over again, I wouldn't be a friend with some people. This is important, okay? I wouldn't be a friend with some people, okay? So now it's time for the listening section where we will improve our listening skills. It says, listen to Jack and Clara talk about regrets. Check the regrets that you hear. So we will do part 1 and part 2 together at the same time, okay? So are you ready? Let's hear them out. We will only check the regrets, okay?
Page 49. Listening. A and B.
Welcome back, Clara. How was your vacation?
Hi, Jack. Oh, it was awful. I wish I'd gone to the beach with you instead of to the city.
Why? What went wrong?
Well, first of all, I never should have listened to my brother's advice about hotels. The room was dirty and the staff was not friendly. My brother doesn't care where he sleeps, but I like a nice, clean hotel with good service.
Where do you wish you had stayed?
I wish I'd stayed at the hotel I stayed in last year. It was great. Too bad I didn't have enough money for that hotel this year. If only I hadn't bought that new computer last month.
I'm sorry you had such a bad vacation.
That's okay. How was yours? Did you have a good time?
We mostly had a good time, but it was so hot. I regret going to South Beach in the middle of summer.
Yeah, South Beach is really hot in the summer. Do you wish you had gone to Baker Beach instead? You were thinking about going there.
Yeah, I do. Baker Beach is much cooler at this time of year. Also, I wish I hadn't stayed at the beach until Sunday night. I was so tired when I got home, and I had an early morning class on Monday.
Next year, let's plan our vacations more carefully.
Good idea. If I could do it over, I would go to Baker Beach, and I would come home on Saturday night so I could spend Sunday recovering from my vacation.
If I could
So as you see, he wants to spend the next vacation. He would go to the Baker Beach. This is first, and return on Saturday. Okay, so he can be prepared for the Sunday classes. Okay, let's see where Clara wants to go or wish to go.
do it over, I think I would take a totally different vacation. I would go to the mountains and go hiking and swimming in the lake. That would be much more relaxing than a vacation in the city.
So this is it. Mountains and hiking. Okay, and swimming in the lakes. Swimming in the lakes. This is it. Okay. Now let's look at the Speak with Confidence section. It says, list three regrets, one from your childhood, one from the last year, and the one from last 2 weeks. You can see I wrote the examples to you here. If only I had lived my childhood in urban areas. I regret adding someone to my life. I wish I had taken this life so I hadn't taken this life so seriously. This is it. These are different examples. Now we are moving to the conversation section where we will be having a conversation face to face. Okay. Welcome back everyone to the conversation section where we will be having a little chit chat together. Okay, so let's kick off. The first question is, what is your regret of this year? That's great. My next question is, do you wish you were born in another country? Okay. Do you wish to have a small or big family in future? Okay. My last and a kind of funny question is, do you wish to become the president of your country one day? Okay, thanks guys. Until the next lesson, peace out.